One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. We all know that famous quote by Neil Armstrong, and that quote really symbolizes just how big of an accomplishment and how important space exploration has been for mankind. I've researched this topic a ton this semester, and I've learned all about space travel and its effects on society. Space exploration has really come a long way over the past few years, and the impact it has had has become very apparent. Let me begin with explaining the basics of space exploration and its effects on society. My first point is how fast space exploration is advancing and its bright future has ahead of itself. Space exploration pretty much began the Cold War, which is between the U.S. and the Soviet Union, and that lasted all from the 60s to even the 90s, till the fall of the Soviet Union. And we competed in what we call a space race. And the space race was just a competition for supremacy of spaceflight capability, so we were just kind of battling for who got the most accomplishments in space. And I actually have this graph right here, and it's the amount of space shows we put out during that time. As you can see, the USSR, the Soviet Union, pretty much doubled us. We're the blue and they're the red. So I found that very interesting, just how many spacecrafts they were putting out compared to we were, because we don't hear much about that. But we've come a long way since then, and the U.S. is back on top in space exploration. We put out way more spacecrafts since the Soviet Union has fallen, so we're pretty much the leaders in it. New spaceships are way safer, and space travel is just far more routine now, and it's not like a huge deal like it was. Space exploration is probably going to become even more important in the future, so it has a very bright future ahead. Eventually, the need to preserve human life will fuel exploration outside our galaxy, because one day the Earth will no longer be able to sustain all human life. We're going to need more resources and room for population. And also, it's just human nature to want to explore the unknown, and space is the biggest unknown mankind has ever known. In the YouTube documentary Traveling Beyond the Milky Way, The Science of Space Travel, it details that space is still full of mystery, and we know very, very little about what's beyond our galaxy. So next, you're probably wondering, why is space exploration important? There are a ton of benefits that come with space exploration, actually. First off, numerous jobs are created. The space program, it requires skilled American workers, and that is what is responsible for NASA's success. They need those skilled American workers. Also, research on space and space travel has resulted in several awesome scientific discoveries and useful inventions that some we use every day. Examples include healthier baby food, faster flying golf balls, more accurate weather forecasting, and even fire-resistant clothing, which is pretty awesome. I had no idea that space exploration is responsible for all that. NASA even claims on the website that nearly every area of technology has progressed in some way thanks to space research, which is pretty awesome. However, space exploration does come with some drawbacks, and that's what my final point is going to focus on. The first is obvious, and that is space exploration can be extremely dangerous. It's a dangerous job. And a perfect and sad example of that is the Challenger, which exploded 1.5 minutes after launch on January 28th, 1986. And that caused the death of the entire crew, which was 7 members. And it was a sad tragedy in America. Not only is it dangerous, but it's really risky. Space exploration is a risky endeavor, and it's only meant for the bravest of people. In his book, Space Travel Risk, Ethics, and Governance in Commercial Human Spaceflight, Dr. Langston claimed that the risk of spaceflight is even comparable to climbing Mount Everest. And we all know how risky that can be. Finally, space exploration is just extremely expensive to do. It actually costs anywhere from 500 to 700 million every time a space shuttle flies into space. And there are about a couple of those every single year. So that is a ton of money, and there is a ton of other money that comes with that. It's super interesting to just take a step back and look how vital space exploration has been in today's world, and really think about the pros and cons that come with it. It truly is incredible that mankind has always dreamed of just touching the clouds and seeing what's up there. But it's awesome that our generation will be the ones that will get to see what's beyond those clouds and see what's in the great unknown.